Hello yogis, and welcome to your free video from this week. This week I'm trying something a little bit different, giving you a little taster for Christmas Calm, which is coming up on the 24th of December. And we will be doing a 20-minute flow followed by a 10-minute meditation. So this is like a really fun little short practice that you could fit into your morning routine. You could just do the 20-minute movement part, or you could just do the meditation, just fit in what works for you. You could even do it multiple times this week. I hope you really enjoy it and just really allow yourself to sink straight into the breath and into the movement this week while we explore the theme of balance. Okay, yogis, we're starting seated today, so just find yourself in Sukhasana, easy seated pose, or in a seat that works for you. It could be on a chair, could be on a cushion, or a block, or the floor. So get yourself situated, get yourself comfy, and then let's close our eyes and drop straight in. Notice if you're leaning forward slightly, just allow yourself to lean back into your seat and land here. Observe the breath as it enters your body, as it leaves your body. Find that long line in the spine, that little line of fairy lights that travels all the way from tailbone to crown. See if you can align them in a tall straight line. And let's breathe into the space we've created by sitting up tall. Full inhale. Just open the mouth and let it out. Another big breath in like that. Long breath out through the mouth. Filling up on your breath in, expanding. And then softening, contracting as you exhale. Returning to a more natural breath now. But continue to watch as the body continues to balance out those two things. The expansion on the inhale and the contraction on the exhale. And in our practice and meditation today, we'll be exploring those two opposing forces, expansion and contraction, along with a few other ways that balance presents itself to us on our mat. So starting here, really feel into your breath and notice the effect it has on your body as you inhale. The effect that it has as you exhale. Just another few moments of this, landing here. Settling in, growing a little taller on your next breath in, and grounding a little more into your foundation on your breath out. Heart expands, inhale. Belly softens, exhale. And one more breath in stillness as you breathe in and really expand, grow tall. Then find the balance as you exhale, soften, land. Flat open your eyes on your inhale and slowly sweep your hands all the way up to the sky. Exhale, draw hands into center. And you can follow your hands with your gaze. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, draw it all the way in. Chin can come into chest. And one more like this. Inhale, really open up, spread your wings. Exhale, draw it back to center, rebalancing in. And then we inhale, reach high. And this time we're going to twist to our left. So right hand comes across, left hand gently comes behind, landing on the fingertips. Inhale, sit up tall. And exhale, gently spiral the heart open to the left hand side of your mat. Inhale, find length. Exhale, gentle twist. Full breath in to lengthen. Full breath out to spiral open. One more inhale here. Long breath out. Yeah, really nice. Then as you inhale, keep your right hand where it is. Left hand goes to the sky. And we exhale, reaching up and over towards the right hand side. So you can use your right hand on the left thigh to kind of draw the heart a little higher, find a little more length in the left side body. And then let's breathe here for 2, inhaling, exhaling, and 1, big breath in. Stay for the breath out, find length. And then inhale, both hands reach to the sky. And just switch sides, twisting to the right. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, gentle twist. So we're just landing on the fingertips of the back hand. Big breath in to find length. As you exhale, draw the belly button in and twist the heart open from there. 2 more. 1 more big breath in. Long breath out. Back to center, but this time keep the left hand where it is and reach your right hand to the sky. Exhale all the way up and over. So this might feel a little bit more restricted in your body than the normal side bends. So just use that feeling of holding on, so holding on to your foundation to give you somewhere to find length from. So it's almost like you're pulling in opposing directions, finding that balancing point between the two. 2 more breaths here. Maybe your heart and your gaze spiral high. Long breath out. 1 more big inhale to reach into the fingertips. And exhale, soften the top shoulder away from the ear. Inhale, both hands come to the sky. And exhale, bring hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. And then simply spiral the hands around so you have left hand on top, right hand underneath, palms pressing into one another. Then slowly pull the hands away from each other, so elbows going out wide. And as your fingers start to touch, hook the fingers and catch the fingertips in your hands. And we come into Ganesha Mudra. So this is quite a strong mudra in the hands, so find strength in the arms, really pulling in opposing directions, left to right, but then find a little softness in the shoulders, staying for 3 breaths, inhaling length, exhaling heavy in the lower body, arms are strong, 2 more, big breath in, long breath out, stick with it, your arms are getting stronger, 1 more big breath in, long breath out, soften in the shoulders. And then as you inhale, just release and ping your arms to the side. Exhale, soften them down onto the lap, close down the eyes. Just notice how you feel. When you're ready, slowly bat the eyes open and just make your way to all fours. So tabletop position. Planting your hands down on the mat, planting your knees and shins down on the mat, and finding a place where you can really firm into your foundation. So plant your hands underneath your shoulders, plant your knees under your hips, and come back to that long string of fairy lights all the way from crown to tail. So get that in a really nice long straight line. Maybe you shift back and forward a couple of times to find it. And then land in stillness. And draw the front body up to meet the back body. So this is the perfect place to find the balance between foundation, pressing down into the earth, and then growth, reaching the heart through the back of the chest towards the sky. And then notice if the chin's just dropping down into the chest, find length, and imagine you're balancing a full cup of tea on the back of the neck. So you really need to keep that long line in place, that line of energy. Big breath in. Full breath out. And then let's come into a slow, mindful cat-cow. Inhale to drop the belly, shine the heart forward. Exhale, chin draws to chest, long stretch in the back body. Big breath in to open and expand. Long breath out to round in, gentle contraction. 3 more like this, moving with your breath. Close down the eyes for the last two. Switch on the internal gaze. Just really appreciate how this feels in the body in this moment. Last full breath out. Come back to neutral on your inhale. And settle here on your exhale. Now bring your weight into your left hand, really firmly plant into the L shape of the thumb and the first finger. And then on your next breath in, reach your hand out in front of you, thumb face up as if you are reaching to shake someone's hands. Land here. And then next breath in, left heel reaches out and heel lifts to the sky. Now if this is too much in the body, toes can stay on the earth, or you can just do the arm or just the leg. So yogi's choice, there are always options. Now notice if you're dumping into the left wrist, lift up out of the ground, find length, big breath in, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee, curl it in like a little turtle into its shell. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round in. Big breath in, expand. Last breath out to squeeze all the way in tight. Then one more inhale, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, everything comes to the earth. Sit back on your heels and reach the arms out in front of you. Fingertips pull towards the face, thriller arms. Take a big breath in, shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, drop them down. Inhale. Exhale. One more like that, big breath in. And let it go on your breath out. Nice, then come all the way back to all fours, plant the hands down. This time we will be planting into the right hand. Get firm in your foundation. Inhale, left hand reaches out. Ground down into the earth on your breath out. And then inhale, right heel reaches out and maybe lifts to the sky. Exhale here. Inhale, press out of the earth, lift up, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze it in, balancing out the body, left and right sides. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contraction. Grow long on your breath in. Contract the belly into spine, draw it in. Exhale, one more big breath in, burst out. Exhale, drop it back down. Knees to the earth. This time, release sit bones back to heels, forehead to the mat. Paint two lines with your hands, back, Balasana, traditional child's pose. Land here. Find your breath. Whilst we often strive to find balance, we forget that this is actually a complete impossibility. No one is ever completely balanced in their life. That is a fiction. Instead, we can choose to think of balance as a verb rather than a noun. Something that we do continuously. Just noticing when our body or our mind is off kilter, off balance in some way, and gently guiding it back to that place of center. Just for a moment, before it slips off in some other direction. It is a constant practice. For balance is a doing word, not a destination. One more big breath in. Full breath out. Slowly roll all the way up. Take your time. Land with your hands on your lap or on your legs. Eyes closed. Head over heart. Heart over pelvis. Just notice how you feel. Nice. And then open the eyes and slowly come forwards to all fours. We're going to walk out the hands. And we're actually going to tuck the toes under and we're going to come into a high plank. So building a little strength in our practice here, a little fire in the belly. So press down into the hands, find that L shape in the fingertips, particularly, the first finger and the thumb. Press into the hands, dome into the upper back, take a big breath in and a long breath out. Inhale, find length. Exhale, stay. One more breath in. Then as you exhale, just drop the right knee down and swing the right foot out of the side of your mat, planting the left foot down in line with the knee. Nice. And we're setting ourselves up here for a side plank variation. So plant down into the right hand, and then slowly spread your left arm like a wing up to the sky. Open up. And here we really often find we dump weight into the hand that is on the earth. Plant down instead firmly into that left foot and find a length all the way along the leg, along the side body, all the way to the crown. So this is option 1 for side plank. This is perfect for building strength, for finding an openness across the chest. If you want to go for a different option, build a little more strength in the body and you can breathe whilst doing it, then just bring your right foot out underneath your left foot. So stacking the feet on top of each other, stack the hips so that the left hip is on top of the right. 3 more breaths in your side plank, whatever variation you go for, lift your hips to the sky, inhale. Exhale, maybe your gaze goes high, big breath in. Embrace the shake as you exhale. 1 more big breath in. On your breath out, bring both hands back to the earth. Drop the knees down. Sit back on your heels and bring the arms out in front of you. Through your arms again. Big breath in, shoulders to the ears. Long breath out, drop them down. Inhale. Exhale, find a release in the wrists. 1 more big breath in. Long breath out. Nice, then come back to your all fours again. Plank pose, just the last one here. So really embrace this opportunity to build strength in the body, like that fire, balancing out the stira, the strength, and the sukha, softness in our practice. Take a big breath in. And this time drop the left knee down, swing the left foot off the side of the mat, and plant the right foot down. As you inhale, open up, spread your wings, reach the fingertips to the sky. And then imagine there's a light at your heart center that you want to shine out to the side of the room. Plant down firmly into that back foot. Maybe you bring the left foot to join it. On this side, I'm going to demo the first option. 3 more breaths here. Expansive inhales, grounding down on the exhale. Big breath in, find a lightness. On your exhale, hands to the earth, both knees to the earth. Sit back on your heels, and this time we're going to tuck the toes under, and we're going to slowly roll all the way up to standing. But keep your head super low, and see if you can drop the head down as the hips lift up. First coming through standing forward fold, and then take as much time as you possibly can to roll all the way to standing. Head heavy, hands heavy. Notice how the body feels as you move. Shoulders come up to the ears as you arrive. And exhale, drop them down. And then looking forward, knowing that your feet know where to go, take the biggest step you can forward with your right foot. And turn both your toes out the left side of your mat. So feet are parallel, coming into our wide-legged stance. Left hand comes to the heart, right hand to the belly. Take a big breath in to both hands. Long breath out. Inhale here into both hands. As you exhale, right hand presses into the belly and heart leads into the left hand. Bend forward from the hips just halfway. Take a big breath in when you arrive. As you exhale, belly button draws in and you slowly come all the way up. Inhale into both hands evenly. Exhale, fold forward halfway. Full breath in into both hands. Long breath out, right hand gently pressing in, come all the way up. Big breath in here, last one. And exhale to slowly fold down, belly button draws in. This time you can release the hands down to the earth if the fingertips reach the earth. Otherwise you can bring hands together at the heart center. Try and drop the head down below the heart. If the palms come to the mat, just walk them back in line with the feet, and we'll be staying here for a further 3 breaths. Last breath in. Long breath out, completely release the weight of the head down. Slow roll all the way up, take your time. And when you arrive, release your hands by your sides. Hands come together at heart center. And just a slow heel toe of the feet all the way in. Actually, we're going to stop, sorry. Before you get all the way in, when you get to the point when you're just wider than hips width apart, let the toes drop out wide. Yeah, I just realized this is a nice way to come into our final posture. So, feet just wider than hips width, stand up nice and tall, toes out wide. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, knees bent, seat drops down all the way towards the earth. So coming into a low yogi squat. Heels might come up, fingertips can come to the mat to support. This is really nice for a hip opener, but also for grounding down, finding a sense of earthiness or just feeling a little more rooted if your head is feeling super busy or airy. And you can bring the hands together at heart center, elbows out into the knees press back into the elbows. And you can do this with the heels lifted as well, or you can bring a block or a cushion under the seat to lift you up. 3 breaths here. Let your gaze soften to the earth ahead. Long neck. Inhaling. Exhaling. Big breath in. Full breath out. And then breathe all the way down that line of fairy lights, down into the root chakra. Inhale. And exhale it all the way back out. Release the fingertips to the mat. Walk them round behind you. And just drop the seat to the earth. Come to a cross-legged position. Hands come together at heart center, Ganesha Mudra. Close down the eyes and take a big breath in. Let it out through the mouth. Thumbs come up to the third eye. And we bow. Namaste. Hello yogis, coming now into the meditation part of our practice. So if you've been here with us for the first part, which was movement, you're already in a nice comfortable seat, Sukhasana. You can bring something under your seat to just lift the hips higher than the knees if that feels comfy. Otherwise, stay where you are. Everyone just close down your eyes and let your hands rest where is comfortable on the body. Palms can be face down or face up. You might choose to just bring first finger and thumb together to touch for Chi Mudra. And then just land in this seat and notice how you feel. Observe the body first. Any places of stiffness or tightness. Any places that craving movement, an itch, or a little bit of discomfort. And instead of moving, just breathe into those areas. Give them your full attention. And watch over the next few moments how the breath and the attention can slowly dissipate that bodily sensation. And slowly bring your attention to the mind, the emotional feeling part of the body. Notice where your head is at, whether your thoughts are busy or your mind is calm. And then over the next few minutes, we're going to attempt to find a union between the two, the body and the mind, by bringing in a breath. When we breathe, we are constantly finding that balance between expansion on the inhale and contraction on the exhale. Watch as your face gets a little softer on each breath in, a little more expansive, and then as your shoulders soften down on each exhale, gentle contraction. Every breath in fills you up, expands the body, but it also lets the mind just soften and open up. And as you exhale, we land here, back in this moment. So let's practice that for the next few moments here. Inhaling, physically expanding. Exhaling, physically grounding down. Heart lifts, belly fills, breathe in. Tailbone grounds down, legs grow heavy, breathe out. And this time as you breathe in, watch as your forehead just softens and falls open, mind is open, inhale. And you land right here as you exhale. Inhale, open mind. Exhale, land here. Inhale, mind falls open, bright light shining in. As you exhale, you are pinned to this place, this moment. Keep breathing like this. Finding expansion in body and mind on each inhale. Finding a grounding, a landing here on each exhale. Just notice if the mind is getting distracted. Guide your attention back to the breath. Guide your awareness back to the body. Stick with it. Stay in this moment, right here. Nowhere else to be. Now gently guide your awareness to the feeling of length in the spine. Watch as you draw your attention to your root, the base of your spine, and gently string a line of fairy lights all the way up from the base of the spine, behind the sacrum, the belly button, the space in your heart or just behind this heart space, through the back of the neck, the throat, behind the third eye, and then all the way up to the crown. So this long line of light travels all the way from the earth up to the sky through your body. Watch on every inhale as you just lengthen a little more along that line. And on every exhale, you soften into this pose a little more. See if you can let the third eye open a little more, so just a bit more expansiveness in the mind and across the forehead, and then keep growing taller as you breathe in. Shoulders soften as you breathe out. Lengthening on the inhale. Grounding on the exhale. Body slowly balancing itself out. Every inhale, a growth. Every exhale, a grounding. Just a few breaths here, feeling, experiencing this in the body. One more breath in to just grow 1 millimeter taller. And as you exhale, just let go of that focus and let the mind be free, just for a moment. Slowly guide the awareness back to the body, back to your seat on the earth, your hands resting on the thighs. Notice how heavy the hands feel, any parts of the body that are touching the earth. And find your breath. Take a long breath in through the nose and let it out through the mouth. Slowly bat open the eyes and notice how you feel. Take a couple of moments here before you start to move off the mat. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Just taking this idea of balance as a verb with you out off the mat. And as you step into your day, remembering that we can continue to balance out the body, balance out the mind. That balance is an action, not a destination. Thank you, yogis. Hopefully see you next week. Namaste.